Welcome to Basic Digital Photography 101. Are you interested in shooting sports and action photos like the ones you just saw? Well, I have some tips and valuable information for you that will make you a better sports and action photographer. I've been a professional photographer for over 40 years, shooting on film most of those years. My experience in photography has taken me to just about every state in the Union, on the sidelines at college and professional sports, and even to the White House. The sports photos you see here were shot for Inside Sports magazine during the 80s. There is nothing like being on the sidelines at a college or professional football or baseball game, shooting great photos and getting paid for it. To be a great or a good sports photographer, you need to know and understand the basic principles of photography, which is explained in my video presentation, Digital Photography 101. I'll tell you more later on how you can get my video presentation. Shooting good sports or action photos requires having the right equipment. You need a camera that shoots several frames a second, and the proper telephoto lens that lets you in on the action and separates the subject from the background. Using the right telephoto lens makes a difference. There are two types of zoom telephoto lenses. They are the fixed zoom telephoto lens, which is this one, which is a 80 to 200 millimeter lens shooting at 2.8. This one is a variable telephoto zoom lens, which has a setting of 4.5 to 5.6. And the difference is when you're using a fixed zoom telephoto lens and you zoom in to 200, it shoots at 2.8. And any settings you zoom back from, it's always set at 2.8 if that's what you've set it at. In the variable lens, when you zoom in to 400, it shoots at 5.6. When you zoom back to 200 or so, it shoots at 4.5. I consider this a slow telephoto zoom lens. I consider this a fast one because it gives you a wide open f-stop setting at 2.8 and stays there. This lens is a 300 millimeter 2.8 EDIF lens. It's a manual lens. There's no autofocus. It's always set at 300, so that's all you get. It brings you right in there on the action. It's one of the more expensive lenses on the market. Just remember, you get what you pay for. The better lenses cost more than the variable zoom lenses. Of course, when it comes to buying a telephoto lens or any other camera equipment, it depends on why you're shooting, whether you're shooting for fun or you're shooting for profit. If you want to be a professional photographer to make money doing photos, I recommend that you get the best equipment that you can afford. When you understand the basic principles of photography, you know that a telephoto lens that shoots at f2.8 or f4 gives you a shallower depth of field and separates the subject from the background. Back in the days when I was shooting on film, we didn't have the luxury of taking a picture, a test shot, and then looking at it on the back of the camera viewfinder. You really had to know what you were doing in those days to get good photos. You had to understand the basic sunny 16 rule to know what the lighting would be on a sunny day versus an overcast day. You really had to know your business or you didn't get any good photographs. The basketball photos with Michael Jordan here were shot on 400 film and pushed to 800 back in those days when we developed film, which gives a somewhat grainy appearance. Now with digital cameras these days, you can shoot indoors with an ISO set at 3200 and 6400 and get much better photos. Shooting other action photos requires pretty much the same equipment. A wide open lens at f2.8 or f4 and a fast shutter speed to freeze the action depending on what you're shooting. Of course, if you're shooting a football player or a basketball player or a baseball player, you can probably get away with shooting at a shutter speed of around 500 or 1,000 or so, depending on your lighting and in your ISO settings and stuff. But if you were shooting a hummingbird, the shutter speed should be up around 2,000 to 4,000 if you want to freeze those wings like in the photographs you see here. If you would like to learn more about shooting sports and action photos, as well as numerous other subjects, you should order my video presentation, Basic Photography 101. This 47-minute HD video presentation covers the basic principles of photography, which include exposure, where you deal with the f-stop, aperture settings, and shutter speed, the depth of field, and composition. It also explains ISO, white balance, shooting outdoor portraits, and much more. Here is a short clip from my video.
The shutter speed refers to the duration or how long or short the iris stays open, allowing light to reach the sensor. A shutter speed of 250, 500 and higher are fast and freezes most fast-moving subjects. A shutter speed of 1 is 1 second, which is very long and slow and would blur any moving subject.
That was a small excerpt from my 47-minute HD video presentation, Basic Digital Photography 101. If you want to learn more about photography, I guarantee you won't regret ordering my video. For ordering, go to my website at www.csphotovideo and click on Shop at the top of the page, or click on the link below here at the website. You have 3 options for getting the video. The Blu-ray version is only $29.99. The SD DVD version is only $24.99, or you can download the video for only $19.99. There's free shipping anywhere in the US. The advantage of ordering the disc, there's a menu setting there that covers various subjects about photography that I've included. The Blu-ray and the SD version has the menu. The downloaded version does not have the menu. So if you order the disc, I suggest you watch the entire disc the first time you get it, and then go back and look at the menu and select whatever topic interests you the most. You will probably need to watch the video several times to absorb all the information. I guarantee you will learn more from my video presentation about photography than you will ever learn in a classroom or a course, which would cost you over $100. Take advantage of all my years as a professional photographer. Also, when ordering the video from my website, you do not have to have a PayPal account. You can pay with any credit card. On the order form on the website, when you get to the billing details where you fill out all of your information, be sure to make sure that's correct, because if you order the disc, I will be shipping you the disc, either the Blu-ray or the SD version, directly from me here in the United States. When you get to the next page, if you do review and payment, and if you'll notice there about PayPal at the bottom of the page, and like I mentioned before, you do not need a PayPal account, but you don't select the credit cards here on this page. Nothing happens when you select them here. And as it says there in the copy, you will be redirected back to Creative Services to download the video after you've gone to the PayPal page to pay. So when you get to this PayPal page, just forget about logging in with PayPal if you don't have an account. Go down to where it says Pay with Debit or Credit Card, and once you've selected that area to pay, then you will go to the next page which you would select which credit card you want to use and then fill out the information here. And like I said, once you've done this, if you've ordered the download, you will be redirected back to my website to do the download. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation and enjoyed photography as much as I do. And subscribe to my channel for more tips on how to become a better photographer. I've created numerous tips on different phases of photography. Also, getting my video presentation will make you a better photographer. Most creative photographers see the image up here before they see the image in the viewfinder. When you know and understand the basic principles of photography, it helps you create that image in the camera. Thank you, good luck, and keep shooting.